Psalms 91, 3 through 5. He will keep you safe from all hidden dangers and from all deadly diseases. He will cover you with his wings. You will be safe in his care. His faithfulness will protect you and defend you. You need not fear any dangers at night or sudden attacks during the day. So I really like that scripture. And my mom, that was one of her favorite ones. Psalms 91 all the way through. It's a wonderful chapter. I know these allergies here are terrible. So anyway, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we had a storm. It's supposed to be bad tonight here in southern Indiana. So we don't know what's going to happen, but they have not said anything about tornadoes, but they said there's going to be hail as big as golf balls, and that can damage roofs. James had to have some roofs worked on during the last hailstorm we had. But I was checking in on Granny Pat, and she was talking about, well, she was a 32A. Well, I was probably flatter than that, but things changed for her and for me both. And it reminded me of what I'm going through right now. And I'm going to tell you about it. Because I needed some new undies, panties. So, easy enough. You could shop Amazon. Fun, right? So, I get out. I order a lot of things from Amazon. I got a new bra that really feels good. And I'm wearing it today. It's an 18-hour. But I don't know when I won't be wearing it no 18 hours. But anyway, so I went in and I saw some I really liked, and they looked good. And I looked at the size chart, and I ordered what I thought the size I was. And when they got here, I pulled them out and looked at them. There ain't no way I could get in them. I tried. No. Well, I tell you what. I could tell by looking I couldn't. I'm being silly. They were so little. So I packed them up and sent them back. And as I was sent, I ordered me some more. So I ordered a bigger size, and they came, and they were too little. So that's 2 bunches already sent back. I said, I'm not giving up. So I said, I'm going to order some that are big enough. So I said a 4X ought to do it. You know, because I am kind of wide in the rear. That's a fact, Jack. So I ordered those 4Xs, and they looked roomy. On the picture that I was looking at, they looked nice, and so they came, and I opened them up and pulled one out, and honey, it would have fit me and somebody else at the same time. This wide. Talk about bloomers. Now, when I was a little girl, we wore bloomers that was too big for us. But these wouldn't have stayed up on my waist. So I sent them back. Now, today, I'm waiting for some more. And if they don't work, well, anyway. So this last ones I ordered that was wrong, I went to Amazon drop off this morning out at Kohl's to drop them off. And the line there was 10 people in that line waiting to take things back to Amazon. You wouldn't believe it. A lot of people send stuff back to Amazon. I'm not the only one. I do it every once in a while. So I said, well, I'm going to go back another time. So I just got out of line, got my car, and come home because it's not that far. So I got them here. Now, these I'm ordering today, I hope they fit. This is serious with Grandma Lois. You need undies that fit you. So I may have 2 packs to take back. I don't know. I order a lot of stuff from Amazon that's just great. Like these roses, scarves, and I've got a bunch of them here. I can see the tag on that one. And then I buy a lot of good stuff at these yard sales. Anyway, I had a pair of earrings on this morning, and I went over to visit James's secretary. And they're the little dangly ones I like so well. They're like little pearls, and they're vintage. And I got them down at a Methodist thrift store for probably 50 cents. And she said, I love them. She says, and when you go, now where am I going? She said, when you go, would you leave them to me? And I'm not planning on going anytime soon. So I told James about it. I said, well, I like them. She said, well, they're vintage and they're so beautiful. So James came in. I said, honey, see these earrings right here. Your secretary said that I should leave them for her when I go. I said, you know what? She can have them right now. She might be waiting a long time. So he's going to take them over, or I will, and give them to her tomorrow. And they are cute. But I have many other vintage. These are vintage. See, I have a lot of pearl. I've got quite a few. Like these. I like them a lot. See? And then I really like this pair right here. Now, where did the other one go? And it's like this. And that's one of, that she didn't see these. And she's not getting them. She can have the other ones that she wants me to leave her when I go. No, here's the other one. So I got two of them. Here's the other one. I lost one of these the other day, and I thought, well, that's the end of it. They're gone. I was like Pat. She had lost one. She thought it went down the toilet into nasty stuff. Because she was in there, and she was sure it was there. And she was preparing to get a sieve, and she said she'll go to the kitchen, and she'll get a sieve, because she knew it went bad place in the toilet. So she went to the kitchen to get her, you know, one of those little strainers, because you ain't gonna put your hand down in that. And she came back to the bathroom and looked down, and there was her earring. Well, when I lost the other one of this, I told you about it. It was gone. I mean, I heard it hit the floor, so I knew it was on the floor. And I mean, I looked everywhere, and it wasn't there. So we went on home, James and I did, to his house. And I thought the first thing next morning, I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look underneath that. I'm going to get a broom and go underneath and see if it went under the, I have a cabinet in there with a lot of stuff in it. Like a kitchen, well, it's like a pie safe. It's real old. It's vintage too. I've had it for many years. One time, I keep it really messy and lots of stuff in it, and I know what's there. But one time, about 35 or 40 years ago, I had two grandchildren, Karen's daughters. Of course, they're grown mothers and everything now. And I paid them like $5 a piece to straighten that up for me. I need to get them again. But the next one, I said, I'm going to get me a broom, and I'm going to go under that. And I've told you about it. And anyhow, Pat said God did a miracle, because there was hers right in front of her face when she went to the bathroom at bringing that sieve that she was going to use. And there it was, right there on the floor. Well, the next morning, when I went, I was getting ready to get, knew where the broom was, and I went into the bathroom, and there it was, right in the floor. I couldn't believe it. There it was, right in front of my eyes. So I don't know, like I say, our guardian angels takes care of us. And she had her little miracle, and I had mine, and we like our earrings and our stuff. So I'm waiting on that pair of panties, them 5 pair of panties. I like cotton, you know, just soft, and they're not real expensive. You get 5 pairs, and it's time I got me some more. So I'm going to get them. And Kim has been having, my daughter has got 2 acres out in the country, and she has got some more little baby chickens. And she showed them on her, you know, she's got cameras out there, and she showed them to all of us, her little chickens. And they are so cute. I just love little chickens. We used to have, when I was a young girl out on the farm, we had a smokehouse that we lived in first when we moved to Indiana. Daddy built this like 20 by 16 building, and we lived in it for a winter. And it was cold, and we had 2 beds in there, and several of us, well, let's see, Aubrey was born there, and anyhow, 4 or 5 of us slept in one bed, foot and head. And we had a hen after we got the big house built. that could get under that smokehouse, and she would hide her nest under there. And every year, this is how we got new baby chickens, because Mom didn't want too many, you know. She would set whatever she wanted. She would know which ones she was going to let be a mommy. Well, she didn't get a chance to tell that mother hen what to do, because she hid her nest. They hide their nest out. They'll sneak off. And you would see her come out of there with 10 or 12 little baby chickens. And then Mom would try to protect them, because we have these birds that try to get little chickens. They'll just dart down and get them and carry them away. Well, one year, Kim, out there at her farm, I showed a picture of it one time on my YouTube. She had a chicken that built a nest up in one of her trees, because she's got quite a few trees out there. And they didn't see her. They didn't know she had her nest hid up in the tree. It took a ladder to get them out. So anyhow, Bruce and Kim could hear them chirping. You hear that? You hear that? And they looked up, and there was that mother hen with that nest of little chickens. So he got the thing and brought them all down and put them in the chicken house. That's been 4 or 5 years ago, or no, it ain't been that long, because I think I've been on YouTube now going on 2 years. So it was probably about 1.5 years ago, that summer. And don't you know, she had her little chickens hatched out right there in that nest. Now, I don't know how she was going to get them out of there. Maybe they just walk out and hit the ground. They probably don't hurt them. So this is a good day. And James is tickled with his house. He's already started working on it, got the water turned on. Now they can do all kinds of stuff. And it's a new toy to him. It's a hobby almost now that he's 83. And it's just something he really enjoys doing, and I'm glad for him. But I didn't go out there this morning. I was going to Kohl's to return some more panties. I have had a trial with those panties. So there's some more waiting now. When I go over to James's house, that's where they deliver everything to. We'll see what happens. This is so important to Grandma Lois. I'll keep you posted. So y'all have a blessed day and walk that path where Jesus would be pleased with you. Bye-bye.